1, 2, check. Headshot collaboration.
Yo, what's up YouTube? Quick life update. What have I been up to lately? Let's see. Mostly it's been school. You know, school has started late January, I guess, and it's pretty much kept me busy. You know, I've been stressing out. I'm taking like 6 classes. I've actually taken 8 classes before and worked 32 hours a week. And, you know, what's that, 21 units? It was pretty hard, but it was easier than now. Now I'm only working 16 hours a week, and I'm doing 6 classes, which is 18 units, but it's a lot harder, I guess, because the classes are hard. You know, for one thing, you know that math class is really hard. You know, like calculus or whatever. I'm not taking calculus, but math classes always tend to be hard when they're not like statistics or like business analysis, when they're just like hardcore math where all the teacher does every day is like write equations on the board, you know, that kind. Oh, terrible. I actually have a really entertaining teacher though. I have a lot of respect for him. He's, you know, I mean, how interesting can you be in terms of teaching a math class? But he's pretty cool. And, you know, he has a sense of humor, and I really appreciate that. Since, you know, a lot of math teachers are just like, I had one math teacher who literally talked like Dracula. You know, he knew his stuff, but he would just like be like, okay, 1 plus 1 would be 2. And I want to suck your blood afterwards, or something, you know? Which, by the way, I'm getting a degree, hopefully, in August or September, whenever they send them out. I actually found out that associate's degrees are only sent out once per year. And so no matter when you submit your graduation, you're not going to get it until the next period when those get sent out. So if you're like applying in the winter, it's not really a big thing, whereas when you're applying in the summer, then you really got to get it in on time, or else you got to wait another year until you get your degree in the mail. So yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. And also another thing I found out this week from one of my friends was apparently, you know those penis enlargement pills? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, like where they say they're all natural and stuff, and they do this and they do that. Generally the main feature is they're supposed to make your penis bigger. According to my friend, as long as it's food and it's healthy and it's like a natural food, you can pretty much say it does anything. I don't know how true that is, but apparently those pills are just food on the inside. They're like $1 a pill or whatever, you know? So as far as he's concerned, he says, you know, you could, I don't know, say, here, buy my orange, it makes your dick bigger. And you're allowed to say that legally, apparently. I don't know if that's true. Look it up. I live in California, so let me know if that's true or not. Okay? And the other question I have is, you know, it says satisfaction guarantee 99% of people this will work on. It's like 99% of people, so they try this on girls too. Does it, like, when you take this pill, does it make you grow a dick or something? It's, you know, just kind of strange how you'd say that. Which reminds me, this very same friend, he said something kind of funny. You know, we were just like talking about some random stuff, like I'm stressing out over school and stuff, and then out of nowhere he says, I'm gonna ask a girl out next week on Monday. Doesn't that make it sound like, you know, he's just gonna like go out on Monday, see the first girl he sees, and go ask her out randomly? I just thought I'd mention that. So I'm still alive. I just haven't really wanted to update because, you know, it's a lot of work when you have to like take it with a camera and then edit it, and editing is really a lot of work. I'm gonna try to not edit too much so that it doesn't discourage me from updating too much, you know. Oh, and I did get a couple of emails from my Japanese fans saying, you know, first of all, Japanese people apparently envy hafu people a lot, you know. Anyway, thanks to my Japanese fans. It's not as special as you think it is, but, you know, I appreciate the fanship and wanting to be my friend just because I'm half and stuff like that. Actually, a Japanese person literally told me that straight to my face. They said Japanese culture makes them admire half Asians a lot, and so sometimes they want to become their friends just because they're half Asian. And they ask me a lot of questions like, what's life like as a half Asian? So, you know, in a way, it kind of makes me feel like a celebrity, especially when I go to Japan. I get a lot of attention. First of all, because I'm 6'2", so I have to like duck under a lot of doors because they're really low over there. But also because I'm half Asian, you know, they go, wow, half Asian. They're really careful about getting caught looking at you, but you could sort of feel it, like, they're looking at me, you know? So, yeah, it's I don't really like to be noticed in public that much because I'm more of I like to be in quiet places, not around clouds. I wouldn't mind being around clouds. I thought that would be pretty wet, but I don't really like being in big crowds. I'd rather be, you know, alone in the corner eating lunch rather than eating lunch with everybody, unless, you know, they're my friends. But just like that. Kind of straight off topic. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Also, a couple of my friends got Apple computers lately, and that's kind of exciting for me because, you know, they're people that I associate with regularly, and I really truly believe that Apple gives you a better computing experience. And so, you know, it makes me happy and excited when they also get it. First of all, because we have another common topic to talk about, and I'm really excited about Apple, and they are too. So, you know, it's just a nice thing. And we were able to do three-way iChat video. Actually, yeah, three-way. And then I have one more friend who also has a MacBook. So, you know, technically, if everybody was online at the same time, we could do four-way, which is pretty darn neat. And it really works pretty well. And just so you know, I just realized this, but iChat is the only IM program where you can do more than one-on-one video chat. At least out of the ones I know of, and I'm pretty sure it is the only one, so I thought that was pretty cool too. That's a pretty good update for now. So, sayonara. Oh, and again, coming back to my Japanese fans, and by that I mean I've received 2 messages by a couple. I don't mean like a few, I mean 2. So, 日本のファンは、しばらく日本語のビデオを作んないですみません。もう少ししたらできれば日本語のビデオを作りたいんですけど、特にどういう話をしたらいいとかって考えると、特に日本語で話し出すと何を言ったらいいか分かんなくなるんだよね。だからもしご希望のトピックとか知りたいこととか質問があれば even in English, you know, if you just have any like questions or suggestions for topics, and you know, if I see a common theme and like things that people are interested in, I'll try to talk about them in future videos, because you know, sometimes you kind of have a mental block and you don't know what to talk about in future videos. So if any of you are interested in any particular thing you'd like me to talk about or do, please let me know and I will see if I can accommodate those requests. So that's about it. Bye. I'm gonna take this. What's up? Whoa! Oh, sorry, I almost